I'm Susanne Stanke. I'm part of Siemens Technology, and I will demonstrate you the smart contracts which we have implemented to enforce the contractual agreements between especially data provider and consumer, and later on also the data owner. And we just assume that we have already heard this in the general work package 3 introduction. And I would just point at that and show you that, I'm just gonna demonstrate the DSA smart contract in particular, so the data sharing agreement between data provider and consumer. And we implemented our smart contracts using DAML, Digital Asset Modeling Language, which is a universal smart contract language, which has the benefit that we can later on integrate it in different blockchain technologies. And for us, it will be Hyperledger Bezo when we integrate it with the Smart Contract Manager building block. And since this is still in progress, I will just show you in the DAML sandbox right now how it works. The smart contracts contain all the functionalities to create, put the agreement contracts on the ledger and also update them. We can then also secure and automatically enforce them. And in case of any violations, we can issue claims. So we would just start logging in as a provider. So these are just registered providers right now. We don't have any contracts running right now, so we just take the template, the data sharing agreement proposal template, and we create a agreement. So we just take the two very uncreative providers and consumers, and we just add all. So we have those contractual parameters, fields here, and we just create an agreement with the start date 14th of July, and then I don't know 21st. It's not a data stream, but we can copy the data. For example, it's manufacturing data. So part of those will be automatically filled by the Smart Contract Manager component later on, data format, and we have some kind of URL here. And then we just submit. And then we see, okay, it went through. So we log in as the consumer. And now we can see here within our contracts, we have some kind of data sharing agreement proposal. And then we can either accept or reject. We should just check that all the parameters which we have proposed before, maybe even are in there. And then we can, hopefully, we will accept. We submit our acceptance, and then we go back to the provider and check if he or she also has the data sharing agreement now, the data sharing agreement as a contract in his contracts, and not only the proposal. So that is created then. And then maybe time flies and we can actually transfer data at some point. So we will trigger that we have just transferred our data. And we see that hopefully some notification was created, so the data has been sent. And if we go back to the consumer, it's a lot of login and log out. That's sorry for that. And then, we see we have a notification saying the data has been sent. And now let's assume the data was not complete. So we trigger again at the data sharing agreement, we issue a claim, which is say, data provider, our data is incomplete. We have to here, this will also be automatically filled by the, hopefully I can copy it. Yes, by the Smart Contract Manager component. But for now, we just submit also the claim. We issued a claim with the contract ID, and we see that the claim has been created. And we can go back to the, again, log out, go back to the provider, and we see, there's some kind of claim. It says the data is incomplete. And we want to disprove the claim, and we upload some kind of proof. Ideally, it would be a link plus a hash, and then we would submit. And yeah, so we can already see some kind of notification has been generated again. And if we go back to the consumer, we can actually also see, okay, the provider has reacted. So he put a link in a hash, and that's where we stop right now, because that's where the conflict resolution component would come into play. Since this is also still under development, because that was also planned for release 2, we won't be able to present it right now, hopefully next time. And yeah, that's it already. That is all regarding the demo, very short demo of our smart contracts for the contractual agreements between data provider and consumer. And I would give back to Alessandro then again.